Hello and welcome to this edition of Skywatch, a program where we explore topics in meteorology and the related fields. I'm your host, meteorologist Chris Bouchard, reporting to you from the Fairbanks Museum and Planetarium here in St. Johnsbury. As the bitter cold of winter begins to yield to the warmth provided by the strengthening sun during springtime, many Vermonters venture into the woods with drills and hammers in hand. Soon, buckets and plastic tubing begin to appear on trees, and those unfamiliar with the sight might be tempted to think that some sort of mad science experiment was being carried out. What the locals know, however, is that this is just as sure a sign of spring as daffodils poking up through the snow, for it is, of course, time to make maple syrup. This flavorful, sweet fluid is produced from the sap of maple trees. Each spring, small holes are drilled into the trunks of the trees, and taps are inserted to collect the fluid that slowly drips out. This fluid contains mostly water, but also usually between 2 and 3% sugar. In order to concentrate this sugar, the sap is boiled, which forces most of the water to evaporate off. But how does the tree produce this sugar in the first place? Well, during the summer months, the process of photosynthesis is hard at work within the leaves of the trees. This produces carbohydrates, mainly in the form of starch. During the winter, some of this starch is converted over into sucrose, which dissolves within the sap of the tree. As the weather warms, the sap begins to flow around the tree because of pressure changes within it. Weather is the main factor controlling these pressure changes. Temperatures fluctuating above and below freezing are behind the best sap flows. While these conditions can exist in the middle of winter, the most reliable sap flows occur in the months of March and April, when average temperatures fluctuate above and below freezing between day and night. Sunny days in the 40s with night times in the teens or 20s are ideal, and on these days, over a gallon of sap can often be collected from each tap. These conditions are most often around when high pressure is in the area. This is because high pressure provides sinking air, and sinking air dries out as it descends. Because of this, clear skies accompany high pressure. These clear skies permit the strengthening spring sun to shine brightly, setting temperatures above freezing. At night, however, these same clear skies allow the thick snowpack to efficiently shed infrared heat away into outer space, resulting in temperatures dropping to below freezing. Weather plays a huge role in coaxing the maple tree to release its sugar. So the next time you're enjoying blueberry pancakes slathered in syrup, please don't forget to thank your local meteorologist. Well, that does it for this week's edition of Skywatch. Join me again next week.